So I am putting together a Mexican chicken black bean wrap freezer meal recipe today, and it is so simple. So in this gallon bag, I have about 1¼ pounds chicken breasts that I just used our professional shears to cut into dices. If you have a good relationship with the butcher at your grocery store, you could ask them to cut it into dices for you. A lot of them will. I just happen to shop before all the meat is out because I go early in the morning, so that wasn't an option. But I've got it in the gallon bag. These are bag holders. Love these. They fold down flat, super easy to use. If you don't have something like this, you would just want to fold the bag over to keep the seal clean while you add items. So this recipe actually has 3 bags of ingredients, but it's super simple. So I'm just going to drizzle a little oil in here, whatever you like. This is avocado oil. And then we do 2 tablespoons of the Everything Taco seasoning, and I'm just using the cap to measure, and I don't worry about getting one more product dirty. So the caps are always 1 tablespoon. So I'm going to fold this over to get as much air out, seal it up, and then I'm just gonna knead all that oil and the seasoning. And by freezing the chicken with the seasoning on it, it's going to be much more flavorful. All right, so I'm going to spread it out like that. So that bag is done. The second bag, I'm going to add 1 can of black beans. Opened the can with the can opener, must have if you don't have one of those, and then I rinsed it. Most recipes are always going to say rinse and drain your beans. You're rinsing that goop off, and that goop has a lot of sodium in it. So this is our stainless steel mesh colander, the smallest of the 3 that nest together. So adding the beans, and then it just calls for a pouch of rice. So this is an 8-ounce pouch, so I'm just dumping that all in there. And you want the pouch because it's partially cooked already. So when you cook this on cooking day, it's gonna cook up really fast with the water that you add. I'm getting rice everywhere. That's okay. All right, then 1 tablespoon of the Everything Taco seasoning. And if your family really likes spice, feel free to add more than what the recipe calls for. If you have a lot of little kids and they tend not to like things too spicy, you can cut back on the spice. Or with a recipe like this, just serve their portion with extra sour cream and cheese because dairy cuts the spice. All right, so I'm just kneading that taco seasoning in there. You can see that the rice broke up really nicely. All right, I'm gonna get that flat. You wanna freeze things flat because they will thaw a lot faster. And then the last bag is just a quart-sized bag. And these actually lower if you want. All right, and so you just want to grate up an 8-ounce block of cheddar cheese. You could do Monterey Jack if your family prefers that, but you definitely want a block of cheese. It's healthier, it tastes better, doesn't have the preservatives that pre-shredded cheese has. This is our coarse adjustable grater. You can open it up and grate flat if you want, and that's how I put it in the dishwasher. I love these mats because you can just pick it up and funnel it into your bag like this. And then I'm gonna get as much air out as I can. Tapping that out. Cheese thaws pretty quickly. All right, then we wanna double bag everything just in case. And so I've got this, like I said, I don't need that. So I'm going to put the chicken bag inside this extra bag. my rice and beans inside this extra bag. And then the cheese. And then the last thing you want to put in there are the cooking day instructions. So when you are ready to cook this, you don't have to look on your phone for the recipe. It's all right here. And this is super easy. You're gonna cook the chicken for like 7 to 8 minutes first in a skillet. Then you're gonna add the rice and bean mixture with a half a cup of water and just basically heat that through and it's done. You're gonna serve it in tortillas, soft tortillas with sour cream. You can do guacamole, you can do tomatoes, shredded lettuce, you can even make a bowl if you want. And so freezer meal is done and you're just gonna freeze it flat. And the day before you wanna use it, just take it out of the freezer, put it in your fridge flat and let it thaw overnight.